Are we recording?
We're recording.
Don't put that on yet. Sit here.
Okay.
Because I want to see when we play this back how it looks.
I'll just fix the so we can see ourselves. Man, there's nothing better than see ourselves, is there?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you're wearing green up against the green screen. That's.
Oh no! Where's my bodyguard? Where's my bodyguard? I'll put the jumper on now.
Oh, well done, sir.
Very funny.
How you going, bud?
I'm 100% excellent, Pete, and you know why?
Because
I've joined the line, my friend.
you have,
I joined the line.
mate. Before we get into the bits and pieces, talk us through it. You've come to the party.
I explained. I did an unboxing on the request of a few people from Game On.
And you know what? Look, mate, it's like 5 years ago when we kicked off this little beast. It was just you and me fronting up.
I know.
And a lot of that's dropped off lately because, we're all busy. And we've got a wide team. But Jesus Christ, mate, people loved your video. Sort of went off. A lot of engagement.
I don't get it. I've never gotten unboxings. I think they're quite boring. But what I loved about it is that I felt that people felt my excitement through my ordeal.
That's the pure excitement about the
And so the story's in there. You can go check that out. But essentially what happened 2 weeks ago, the great Gamma and the great historian alerted me to a pre-sale on EB Games.
So great.
I was straight in, $200, boom, done. And then the reply was mid-October. And I was like, well, mid-October, that's still 3 months away, right? And I was a bit pissed off. And then I was at my mother-in-law's birthday party on the weekend in Perth's Hills, so miles away from Carrinup, which is where I had the pre-order pickup. And I get this call on my phone. You know you don't answer strange calls. I went,
yeah.
Oh, you do. You answer every call. So you're amazing.
I love a
but
chat.
I don't. No, I'm not answering that. And it was a good person from EB Games going, Mr. Vandermeer, or Dan, hi Dan, it's blah, blah, blah from EB Games. Carrinup, we've got your Xbox Series X in stock. We need you to come pick it up and pay your balance. And I was like, shit. So, because I know how brutal they are with, I don't know what the time is, but I reckon they give you like 24 hours. And they go, yeah, sorry, mate, you didn't pick it up. So I rang them and I said to the guy, I am literally an hour away. It was at 4:30. I said, I'll come in tomorrow morning before the footy. So I literally raced home, got the cash. I had the cash ready from birthday presents last year. Boom, straight to EB Games, picked it up. And God bless EB Games. This is why I sort of like him, but I sort of don't like him. Because the guy was Will. He's a nice enough guy. But he's trying to crack a few jokes. And I was just there to get my thing and,
Shut up, Will, and give me my Xbox.
Yeah, he literally... And I get it because they're heavy, but he went backstage to get it, and then he came out. He's doing this, whoa, like curling it. It's like, yeah, well, I get it. It's heavy, but it was heavy. I will give him that. Anyway,
yeah, well, I get it.
But then he says to me, he goes, "Oh, geez, you're really lucky to get this." I'm like, well, now tell me about it. I said, my old Xbox died three months ago. He goes, "Oh, well, why don't you bring it in? We'll take it." And I was like, "No, it's dead." He goes, "No, we'll still take it." So it turns out they strip them for parts.
Yeah, they do because they do a roaring trade with secondhand goods.
Yeah. So I thought about it for 2 seconds, and I thought, is it worth $20 to get off my unit, or do we do a video called "Do Xboxes Fly"?
I love the idea of "Do Xboxes Fly," and we pick a place here in Perth, and we find out if Xboxes can fly. Well done, sir. I think it's a great.
So that's what we're going to do. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, well that's beautiful.
So now I'm in.
Well done, mate. Welcome.
The processing.
Have you set it up yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Have you played it yet? Yeah, of course I have. What do you fucking think? The process is amazing. Like, compared to the last time I did it, which was 8 years ago, literally open up your app, log in, a code comes up on your Xbox, chuck it in, press a few things and you're in.
Beautiful, isn't it?
5 minutes.
And how nice is it? Like, how good does it feel?
Just a good-looking machine.
Good-looking machine.
The
It
controllers
works beautifully.
are just that slightly bit better.
Wonderful.
I actually want to do a deep dive in another podcast episode into what was the best controller of all time.
Okay.
I reckon
a lot of people will say the Duke.
The Duke.
Which was the big motherfucker of Xbox controllers.
Yeah, okay.
The big button.
I've got to say, for the most innovation and of its time, I think it's the N64. That was so revolutionary. At the time.
Look, it was. It certainly was. But like having mucked around with it a little bit.
Oh, now it's terrible.
It's a
think
shocker.
about the day though.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like
I'll give you that.
I showed you the TAC 2 from last week's.
You did.
In the Amiga days.
Yeah.
That thing was a fucking beast, mate.
Yeah, no, mate, I'm totally down with you there. I actually still think it's the Super Nintendo controller.
The first one.
Yes,
Yeah, right.
because it's
Not
the
the
one,
NES one, the Super
the
Nintendo.
Super NES,
Yeah.
because it's the one where they added shoulder buttons for the first
Yeah,
time.
well, that's... See, this
I mean, there's there's a lot of ways you can. You're right. I'll say it. But there's, mate, just quickly, there's the Duke. That's
Oh, yeah,
he's
right.
a big boy.
What was the one that had the screen on it as well? It was these Sega...
Yeah, it's the Dreamcast.
Dreamcast, yes.
I've got it.
I know you have.
We moved. I finally got my shed built.
Did ya?
At home, we moved all the shit that needed to go in the shed out of the. So third.
Did you build it yourself?
Yeah, well, me and Dad.
Oh, of course
well,
you bloody did.
well, actually, Dad.
Who poured the footing?
No, we didn't. None of that.
footing?
No, mate, this thing is a fucking bunker. Like, no bullshit. It rocked up, and Dad and I are unpackaging it. Guys, we'll get to gaming.
Yeah, we will.
Dad and I were unpackaging it, and like the purlings are the things that essentially hold purlins. Things that hold purlins.
That's
it.
it.
The purlins are the things that hold everything together, right?
Well, actually, let's see. This is my old girts of what hold the sides up.
Yeah, like
purlins of the roof.
Yes. So you're right.
As in girt by sea.
I'll just shut the fuck up. And this is a 3.5 meter by 2 meter shed.
Oh shit! Yeah, right.
And
how high?
The
1.8.
No, 2.4.
Whoa!
That's a big shed. It's a big shed. You go to my socials and you'll see it.
Yeah.
But the whatever the fuck they're called,
The columns
are that thick.
Yeah.
Mate, this is it's the sort of columns that you would use for a barn.
Are they square or U-shaped?
I don't know, mate.
Square.
U-shaped.
Yeah, U-shaped.
Yeah, like
C channel. Yeah, okay.
C channel.
Yeah, gotcha.
All this shit.
I used to estimate structural steel.
Okay, well there you go.
Mate,
if you came to my house and you saw this shed,
I'd have what I got.
You'd look at it if you're doing
an
an
eggplant.
I don't know. Wait, you did eggplant, but you'd look at it and you'd be like, "What the fuck did you order? What did you do?" Anyway.
And this is related to gaming because I'm going through a similar issue at the moment with potentially we've picked a design for a house that we like.
Why are we on this subject?
Because we're talking about game shit putting it to a man cave.
Yeah.
And I think I said a couple of weeks ago, I'm going to be the first person in the world to build a gaming room in their house. So on the plan it will say gaming room, not theatre, none of this home theatre shit or media room.
Proper gaming
it's
room.
a proper gaming room where I'm going to have all my shit.
Yeah. Well, crux of the story is moved all the stuff out, now have a space to set up all my retro games.
Yes! Bloody yes!
Hey, Dan,
yes.
our mates at Nanobytes,
yes.
we've got some bonus content,
oh, yes.
but we're going to save that to the end of the show.
Correct.
Okay, so we'll get to bonus content!
Bonus!
At the end of the show. But just a few thank yous before we dive into proceedings today, and welcome to you watching on Twitch or listening to this on the podcast. But today's show is obviously powered by Pentanet. Powered by Pentanet.
Powered!
The Australian ISP bringing NVIDIA GeForce Now to Australia in 2021. Use GeForce Now to instantly transform nearly any laptop, desktop, Shield TV, Android device, iPhone, iPad, and even your MacBook into the PC gaming rig that you've always dreamed of. Find out more at cloud.gg.
That's awesome.
Fucking MacBook, mate.
MacBook.
A MacBook.
That's because that's all I've got. That's why I don't PC game, because I've got bloody Macs. Because of what my job dictates.
NVIDIA GeForce Now will fix that for you.
There you bloody go.
So thanks to them, Lenovo Legion, our good friends at Lenovo Legion, want to have you along. Quantum, by the way, can I just say Quantum Energy, they've got new sachets. Sachets now. So you don't necessarily have to buy tubs, you can buy sachets.
Very good.
They look like condom packs. It's amazing.
I can never get those open. So
and of course our friends at Nanobytes. And like I said, we've got a Nanobytes update, but we will give it to you as bonus content at the end of the show. Shall we dive in?
Bonus!
Go!
Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Game on! Game on! It's gaming time! Excellent! Game on! Game on! It's gaming time! Excellent!
My name is Pete.
My name is Dan Internet.
And for the next hour, we're going to bang on about games because we bloody love gaming, Dan.
And we do.
Yep.
And we bloody love...
I know it. I can't believe you forgot.
What?
what it is.
What? Oh, shit, bloody gaming. It's 2 in a row. It's
Bloody
2 weeks in a
gaming.
row you've done that.
Hey, before we get
good.
into everything, I had me jab.
Yeah,
Had me jab.
bloody excellent.
I just want to show people because that's what you do.
Yeah.
If you didn't take a picture and show people or show people on video and stuff,
Well,
it didn't happen.
I didn't.
Didn't you?
No.
Well, then I don't believe you.
Oh, no, I did. But I didn't put on social. I sent it to my WhatsApp.
Well, if you didn't put it on socials,
I've got
I don't
a
believe
few
you.
people in my family who will remain nameless who I suspect are pretty anti-vax. So
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give them the old
Heave-ho?
guys, get on. I've got my second
Your second
and
jab?
final dose next week.
I don't say finals. Apparently, there might be a
okay,
case of
well,
like there might be. You might have to have another booster in 8 months or something.
Well,
Apparently.
and just an aside, this is hashtag Radio Life. The first one I had to reschedule because something came up for work, and I was like, oh, well. And next week, I was next Thursday morning, and something's come up for your show. That I've got to go and do. So
okay,
I'm like,
yep.
shit. So anyway,
Well,
but and this is a good tip for you too. So in Perth, we will have the big cattle, places you go and just.
mate, I went
Which
to
is great.
I went to a place called Claremont Showgrounds, and
Yeah.
Claremont Showgrounds is where we have the Royal Show.
Yeah.
So every town around Australia's got a show. And they had the gates up that you're walking through and stuff like that, and you're in paddocks going into a giant barn. It literally felt like we were cattle.
yeah.
Yeah.
But because I had to cancel next week's one, which was scheduled for that same place you went to, my wifey found me. There's a website and app called Hot Docs, and you can book your vaccines through there.
Hot dogs.
Yeah. So yeah, there's actually doctor surgeries where you can just go. So there's none of that lining up.
Yeah.
You just go and get it done.
It actually sounds like a website where you go and like book in with a hot doctor.
Hot doctor.
Hot dogs.
Here's hoping, guys.
Hey, I'm going to bring back a little something I haven't done in a little while.
Okay.
Just top 3 gaming news.
Oh, very good.
A couple of things. Hey, mate. And I got to tell you, in the little area that I have designated as retro gaming space,
In your
I
mansion.
think this is the area where I'm going to set up all of the gear and equipment.
Right.
And I've spoken to a couple of people about, like a potential game bar. Anyway,
That's
some things yet to come.
idea.
Some things yet to come. Hey, top 3, let's dive in. 1, I visited Planet Royale the other night. You might have seen on the socials.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
did.
Planet Royale is a new place, and if you're in Perth or if you're visiting Perth, good fucking luck getting in past our border. It's harder to get into WA than it is to get a PlayStation 5.
It fucking is, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
I went there the other night with Straight Jacket Jim and Grumpy Goron.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of our Straight Jacket Jim, of course, nuts and bolts after
Yeah.
this show, right here on Twitch. And Grumpy Goron, one of our wonderful content creators and reviewers. And a few wonderful places in there, but my favourite place by far, there's a whole heap of things. So there's a big theatre there called Royal. It used to be the old IMAX Theatre.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But they've done
I
a
know exactly
complete
what it is.
reverb, so it's 3 levels. And right at the top is the IMAX Theatre that's been converted, 200-seat auditorium. They're going to do like bands and esports and all sorts of stuff.
Wicked.
There. There's a retro bar that's a bit of an homage to stars of the bygone era, whether it be music or television or movies.
Yep.
There is you go down a little bit lower and you come to my favourite place, which is a place called Barcadia. Oh. So it's a big wraparound bar,
Excellent name.
and on the other side of it, just aisles and aisles of pinball machines.
Oh.
And we spent, and you get. I've actually got the
Wicked.
card. I've got the Barcadia card. So you tap like you do with Time Zone these
Yeah,
days. You
yeah,
tap,
yeah,
you get a card.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
showing it right now.
Yeah.
And then I put $20 on that.
Yeah.
And then you just wander around and bang, I'll play that. I'll play that. I'll play that.
Epic.
Yep. So that's opened now officially in Perth, and it's definitely a cool place to go and check out. Were you gonna say
I was going to maybe it's also an homage to an old 80s nightclub called Arcadia, which was the place
Really?
you went to when it was like 1 a.m. You still want to have a couple of drinks.
Really?
Oh yeah, and it was it's now a youth hostel in Northbridge.
Yeah.
But the floor would get so crowded that the top floor would sink.
Fuck,
dancing.
man.
So,
What?
boom, boom, shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
What would that have to do? Raise it every time?
I don't
it was
know what they
finished?
did,
That's
and that's why they closed it. It was not safe.
Let's move on to the second thing. This made me laugh. Fortnite has, this is the headline, Fortnite has definitely released a Not Among Us clone called Imposters. It's not Among Us. It is absolutely... Now, do you know Among Us?
Yeah.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
So Among Us is... There's essentially two teams wrapped into one team, two of them imposters, and the other 6 or whatever it happens to be...
Have to find out
who they are, and you're all on board a ship, and you're doing tasks, and this, that, and the other, and the 2 imposters are going around murdering people, and, you know, they got to murder them all, and then if you suspect something, you hit the button, you vote, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we know, right? Now, this imposters is not Among Us, but I'm just going to run you through how it works, okay? So, imposters puts players into 2 teams, but it's not Among Us.
No.
One team with up to 8 agents, it's not Among Us, has a goal of maintaining the headquarters, it's not Among Us, of one of Fortnite's secretive factions, the Imagined Order, by accomplishing various tasks. It's not Among Us. The other is a team of 2 imposters. It's not Among Us. Epic apparently couldn't be bothered to change the name. Whose goal is to take out all of the agents. It's definitely not Among Us. At any point, if players find an eliminated player or see something too suspicious, they can call a meeting. It's not Among Us, guys, for fuck's sake. Where players can discuss the events of the game and vote off someone if they choose. It's not Among Us if they choose. The Fortnite version also cleverly uses the game's iconic emote to help the discussion, so you can literally point a finger at the players you suspect. So it's not Among Us. Right. Okay. Oh, fucking hell.
That game...
There are some differences in there.
Yeah, well, I mean... They are the kings and or queens of tie-ins, even though this one's... This sounds like when we talked about the Tokyo Games last week.
Oh, yeah.
When we couldn't mention the word that is associated with the Tokyo Games.
Oh, you mean Ollie Pix?
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, Channel 7, courtesy of Channel 7 broadcast rights. So, yeah, right, okay. That's what they've done. I mean, I played that game last night, so I didn't see anything, but... but the update was last night. That's
the update was last night.
Gotcha.
Last December, there was an Among Us style game mode in Fortnite, and it was actually put together by a heap of creators, and it was called The Spy Within. So, you know, that was an Among Us clone because it was fan-made. This is not an Among Us clone because Epic has made it.
I've never actually played the game, this Among Us, but my kids love it that much. They actually make, when they can't play it on, I think it's, is it a Roblox thing? I mean, it's just a game, isn't it?
It's just a game.
Yeah. So when they can't play it on their iPads, they literally get 6 bits of paper, pull a thing out of the paper, and they keep it, and they go off and do their little things, and then someone goes around and goes, gotcha.
That is awesome.
Epic, yeah.
Oh, good. Imaginative. I
Kids
love
being
it.
gamers, mate.
Bloody
love it.
beautiful. So there you go. Hey, we'll move on to the final thing that caught my eye.
Sorry, just say, I did notice last week in Fortnite, there was, again, the crossover Queens. There was all these ATMs around the island, and you'd open it up, it'd be Ryan Reynolds from Free Guy.
Free Guy.
Yeah, doing it. It was just wicked. I was like,
fucking
I love
cool,
that shit.
man. I
That's
got to
so
hand it to, you know, as much as I bag out Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's a great game, and they work fucking hard, and they've done a wonderful job, and they have integrated pop culture so incredibly well into it. There's a lot to commend Epic and Fortnite.
Another deep dive for another episode, but you know, are they now the kings and queens of that whole narrative, developing narrative? We always thought it was Overwatch, but you know, maybe Fortnite have taken the crown because they just continue to evolve that game.
Oh yeah, but it's different, isn't it? Like the way Fortnite are inspiring longevity in their game are by you know, it seems like their strategy is to release DLC that revolves around pop culture and integrating
100%.
Pop culture. Right?
And also,
whereas
and timely stuff too, like Christmas, Halloween.
Right,
yeah,
like they're
which
very
is what
good.
Overwatch did too. To be
Right,
honest.
yes, they did. But you know, Overwatch has its seasons, so like, you know, they did the Olympics and they did Christmas and all that, as you say. But you know, Overwatch was very story based, driven around the characters. So that's where the difference comes
that's
from. You
true.
know, there was a backstory. There's a backstory. There's an ongoing story.
And
like
they were the masters of different channels to get those stories out.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Much
without a
better
doubt.
than Fortnite, yeah. That's a good point.
Hey,
When's
third
number
one.
2 by the way?
I'm holding my breath at the moment with regards to anything Activision Blizzard.
Okay, yeah,
because of what's going on.
Okay, yeah.
However, very interesting timing for, Activision Blizzard to release the latest Call of Duty information, the next one we're looking forward to. So it has been confirmed that we are getting Call of Duty Vanguard. Vanguard is the next one.
Is this Infinity Ward or is this Treyarch?
That's a great question, Dan.
I've got a feeling it's Infinity Ward, which means I'm on board.
No, if it's Infinity Ward,
Yeah, Infinity Ward. Man.
No, hang on a sec. No, but it depends because I really enjoy like Infinity Ward. Yes, for Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
But I much preferred the Treyarch versions moving past Modern Warfare 2, where we had zombies and stuff.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Stick your zombies up your ass.
That's the only mate. That's what kept me playing.
Hate zombies.
That is what kept me playing. Zombies
It's so
was
pointless.
fucking awesome.
It's
What do you
so
mean it's
pointless,
pointless?
man. You
No,
just
no,
sit
no.
there
But
and
they did a good job where they actually had a point. At one point, they had a point. Like playing Origins, which was one of the maps.
Yeah.
Like they started to build the story out, and I loved it because I love the Easter eggs and all that sort of stuff. And you shut the fuck up.
You bloody shut up.
A leaked key art and pre-order bundles confirm the rumours of a return to World War II. Among other things like story details, multiplayer hints, the return of skins and blueprints, as well as a potential reveal date, Activision subsequently confirmed the full reveal date of August 19. Well, that's tomorrow. So,
out, really?
Like, this is so. I mean, obviously, if you're watching this on Twitch right now, that's tomorrow.
If you're listening,
that was
yesterday.
Yeah. Activision subsequently confirmed, as I mentioned, blah 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 blah. Paired with an in-game event in Call of Duty Warzone. So if you're playing Warzone, there will be an in-game event as well. All of this obviously comes in the wake of ensuing controversy from the state of California, the culture of sexual harassment.
Well, we talked about that last week, so if you want to go and have a deep dive into that, that was last week's ep.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in this World War II thing.
Why?
Why I say that is because there was one game they did where they went full World War II to the point where I actually think it's detracted because people were used to having BFGs and you literally had that lame ass.
Well, I didn't.
You know what I mean? Like,
trying to remember
I reckon
which
what they'll
one it
do
was.
is a little bit of artistic, creative license with some of these guns. So you'll get a rocket launcher that blows up, 1 square kilometre.
So, Advanced Warfare was. Geez, that got a. Mind you, that's GameStop. So you take that with. I'm 88%. Look, so 2014 was Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
I didn't like 2014. That was Sledgehammer Games, Raven Software, and High Moon Studios. And I rate High Moon Studios and Sledgehammer. They're both fantastic. I don't know enough about Raven.
No.
But I did not like Advanced Warfare. I didn't like it because it was too futuristic. It was when they introduced wall jumping and wall running and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
And look, that's that probably goes hand in hand with, well, mate, get good. Just like your argument about how you get pissed off with people in Fortnite who can build well.
And edit.
Well, it's part of the game.
Yeah,
it's part of the evolution of the game.
Shit.
But I mean, we are the generation that fell in love via Modern Warfare 2. So, just that.
Oh mate, that was a love
just the
story
right
too.
balance
Holy
of
shit. I love that game.
Yeah, not that much futuristic shit, but enough where you can, send a.
Well, I don't think
send it remotely.
I don't think most gamers are going to be sitting there
4.3
criticising a World War II game if there's I'd say drones is probably remote drones is probably a bit much, but there has to be a little bit of license. I felt like one of the Sniper series. I think it might have been Sniper 2 or 3. I can't remember, but it was World War II, but you knew full well you're using guns that weren't around in World War II. But you didn't really care because it was just a good fun game to. How good's bloody gaming?
How good's bloody gaming, mate?
Seriously.
How good's bloody gaming? It's bloody
best.
fantastic.
That's why we do this thing.
That's it for
News.
my top 3 news, man.
Well, that was good. So are you? So it's out this week. That game.
No. The reveal.
Oh, the reveal. Okay,
The reveal.
Gotcha.
The reveal.
The classic chestnut of October release.
Probably.
Or November, early November.
Yeah, October,
Around
November.
my birthday and close
Your
to your
birthday. Hey, as well as, doing this sort of stuff, we also love to answer some questions of our faithful, our wonderful,
the legends.
The Goa Legends Club, our wonderful subscribers. If you go to GameOnOz.com, that's where you can click $11 a month. $1 per month goes to our chosen charities as well. Plus, for that $10 a month, you get a whole heap of cool shit.
Yep.
Plus, a super secret Discord location that only you can be a part of. And we answer your questions.
Yes.
And now we've got some questions that have popped up in the go and subscribe to Super Secret Discord channel.
Secret location.
And if you go to discord.gameandoz.com, anybody can actually go in there. But I have, just quickly, I'll pluck one really quickly here, man. And this is from Mercury.
Yeah.
And Mercury says, got a bit of a local question this time. I saw on the Goa Instagram that Pete had gone down to Planet Royale, as I mentioned earlier. As someone who has also had the pleasure of going, what are your thoughts? And with Wasel, WAESL starting up as well, what are your thoughts on the rise of esports right here in Perth over the next few years? I saw a figure that, let me answer that first question. Seeing Planet Royale in the flesh, fantastic.
Yeah.
What I will say about how I see Planet Royale moving forward is that it will be a general entertainment first, esports second venue.
Yes.
Right? So, because the uptake of esports is not quite there yet. WASL, wonderful to see that up and running. So you don't know what WASL is, but they're essentially an esports league here in WA, right? And they're they're going to the trouble of doing it, and their home is going to be for live events is going to be Planet Royale. It's wonderful to see. It's the more the merrier at the moment, because the more people who take up investing into the scene and creating this scene and helping the grassroots thrive, then that obviously continues to tick up through the ecosystem and creates a much healthier professional high end towards the end. This is the AFL waffle grassroots NAB model, right? Like
and the old saying, if you build it, they will come.
Right. Everything from the bottom. So, the reason why AFL is so incredibly successful and popular is for a number of reasons, but in particular, the skill and quality of the AFL is as good as it is because it has had a grassroots scene that's been so rich for so long.
Yeah.
You've got kids who've been playing since the age of 2.
Yeah.
This is what we need for esports.
Yeah.
Now, the other interesting fact that I heard about esports is that in this country, we're now up to 40% awareness of esports, but we're only up to 11% of integration.
So
we're
what
progressing
that means, faster than the vaccination rate.
Well, yes, we are. But what that means is we are progressing. Awareness is definitely there, no doubt boosted by COVID and the pandemic and people, coming more and more online and so on and so forth. But the uptake is still quite low and it's still taking its time.
But don't you feel, and my kids are a bit older than yours, so my kids are at that stage now, but my kids just expect that you game online. So there's a whole generation coming who know that that's what you do.
Yeah. So absolutely.
This is actually, this is all really great, but it's going to come.
Well, and the thing
that can't not.
The point is, the thing is, it's a lot easier to just pick up a football and run outside and go and have a kick than it is to set up a high-end rig and have the best internet so you can play on low ping and become an esports professional. Yeah,
that's true.
Right, but the barriers to entry are falling as things go on.
Yes.
So look, it's sort of like a roundabout way of saying that the rise of esports here in Perth in particular is bright, and for the next few years certainly very bright, but temper your expectations. It's still going to take time and it's still going to take investment.
Okay. Well, the recent conclusion of the Tokyo Games suggested to me that I'm hungry now for more content where I'm watching competitors compete.
Yes. And what does that mean, though?
Well, it means I'm hungry. I think there'll be people like me who go out there looking for genuine competition online.
Yeah.
On streams. And this is where esports can fill that gap.
But you know what I got from the Olympics? That esports is a good thing for the future because the Olympics brought with it a whole new demographic of people by virtue of things like adding in surfing and skateboarding for the first time.
Well, will esports become a Tokyo Games? Sorry, Summer Games sport?
I don't know, and the reason why I don't know is because I think the biggest difficulty that esports has getting into the Olympic Games is picking which game they would use. So why would you? FIFA is the perfect.
But why would you do it?
But why would you do it when you've got soccer? You know what I mean? You've got football in the Olympic Games as the gold medal sport.
Tell you what, it's a wonderful. Maybe that's something that the Olympic Committee should do. They should develop a game themselves.
My thing is still Rocket League.
Yeah.
Because Rocket League is non-violent, so that ticks that box in terms of Olympic integration. But it's also enough of a sport that the broad audience can just get and understand. It's rocket cars that need to score a goal, right? But it's enough gamer to still have to have a shit ton of skill to play it as the best. You know? So anyway.
Yeah, that's another deep dive. That could be a whole deep dive.
Certainly. Mate, one other question here, and this is from Kaiju Kai. And he says, what's your thoughts on more celebrities joining Twitch and becoming streamers? Do you think it will bring a more positive reception to streaming in the entertainment industry? It's usually been looked at with disgust from Hollywood. Or will it in some way oversaturate the platform and potentially bring negativity with companies and studios trying to do their classic BS somehow? The reason I ask is because there's some big rumours that some big names like Vin Diesel, Henry Cavill and other celebs that are well-known nerds are looking at joining Twitch and streaming themselves.
Oh, look, as you and I are both media professionals, so I think we can answer this with some kind of authority. As long as the content's there, I think it's great. But if they're just going to go on there and talk shit, they'll get found out pretty quick.
Yeah, well, I've written a monologue.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, have you? Okay.
I've got,
okay.
mate. I've done some research.
I'm glad I stepped in because now I can just let you fly. Oh, well, let the peacock fly. Why won't you let me fly?
You gotta let me fly. Look, I think it's inevitable.
Yeah.
And regardless of how I feel about it, it's an entertainment platform that's open for anyone to join. So it's really a more philosophical question than it is anything to do with ethical responsibility of the platform to maintain its integrity and promise to, to whom I feel is the core audience that's been there from the beginning. Your gamers who found it and are building an audience and so on and so forth. Personally, I just feel like this was always going to happen.
Yes.
Vin Diesel and Henry Cavill, not the first, but certainly a new wave of already famous people who are joining the platform. My concern is how much they'll erode the audience and therefore the earning capability of existing streamers who are already plying their trade.
Done the grind,
I feel sorry for those streamers.
Yeah.
But the good news is they've had a great head start to build an audience early.
Yep.
All right, and they're endemic to the platform. And I think our industry, our audiences, so on and so forth, are the sort of people that go, "Hey, it's great, Henry Cavill's on, and it's cool and stuff, but."
I'm going to stick with those Game On guys. They're cool. They're good.
Well, that's the thing. And thank you so much for doing so. But I did do some digging into the numbers. Of the top 20 streamers for August, only one of them is non-endemic to the growth on the platform, and that's Jimmy Fallon. He comes in at number 9 with just over 100,000 viewers concurrent average for the month. Right? In the top 50, there are no others. There are no Vin Diesels. There are no Henry Cavills. And they're on there. They're streaming. But there are no others. And the ones that I would class as, non-endemic streamers are still endemic to gaming. They're brands active in the space like, E3, the LEC, which is League of Legends, Oculus and stuff like that. So it's funny. Like, there are plenty of these stars who come and go on the platform, and you see, news of, blah, blah, blah is now streaming. You can go there and stuff. But I think for them, it's just a hobby. And... They're not there. It's almost like it's a fun novelty for a little while.
And it might wear off or
Jimmy
whatever.
Fallon's one of those ones where I feel he works on the platform because I don't know how you feel about this. He's a great talk show host, right? But he's always had that. He's a great talk show host, but he almost sits on the outside of traditional talk show hosts.
Yes.
He gives me that feeling.
Well, yeah.
Like, he fits on a platform like this.
Yeah. Well, he's not a disruptor. I mean, he's got a similar format to what they've all done, but he did a few little different things, didn't he? Like The Roots, the band. They're all like bands, but The Roots were just a funky band and, are a funky band. So, yeah, he's probably a bit more of an innovator than like a Jay Leno. Oh, well, Jay Leno's pretty innovative, actually.
Yeah, but Jay Leno, you're not going to see him on Twitch. You know what I mean? And if you did...
What?
Right, and if you did, you'd be like, fucking Jay Leno.
What are you doing, man? Get off. Yeah. Jimmy Fallon's probably in that wheelhouse of being old,
I think it's acceptable.
Not old enough. Yeah,
I think he's acceptable. Conan O'Brien's another one.
Yeah. Well, he does that. What's that thing he does? The I Can't Game?
Well, yes, I know what you're talking about. But I can't fucking remember for the life of me what it is.
And so he plays a game, doesn't he, for the first time? And he's shit at gaming, is it?
Yeah, not him. Well,
his mum?
he's no. He's got his offsider, who's the techie geek guy, who's and he comes in and explains this game to him. Sometimes he has stars that join him, celebrities and stuff like that. Yeah. Excuse me. You know who? Just to put it into context, Jimmy Kimmel is up there when it comes to talk show hosts. You know, he matches it with your Conans and your Jimmy Fallons. But for mine, would not fit on the platform if he tried to be a Twitch streamer.
Nah, no chance.
Yeah. Got to have a certain quirk about you, I think.
The way I liken it too, and just to, indulge this for a minute, we both follow the Fremantle Dockers AFL side through thick and thin. I've discovered 4 podcasts this year that I listen to every week now after a game. 3 of them are fan base. One is the Dockers one themselves that they get 2 of their players, Mundy and Logue, to record.
Old Bull, Young Buck.
Yeah, and the one, my least favourite, and the one I go to last to listen to is that one. Now, you think as a massive fan I want to connect with the players, but it's not relatable. I'm more relating to the average dudes that do their podcasts about how. So I gravitate more towards those fan-led ones, and this is maybe the same thing with the Twitch. Maybe gamers feel an affinity with a fellow gamer who just might be able to talk entertainingly as they're gaming.
Yeah.
And there's more relatability to that.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about for sure.
I think with anything like that, anything, YouTube, Twitch, if you're genuinely into it, then number one, you probably deserve to be there and belong to be there, and 2, you will find audience because they'll get it. As much as cameras and video cameras are a pretty sort of sterile type connection between us and the audience watching right now, there's still the audience I feel can detect a genuine interest or intention about what we do. We bloody love gaming. We come every week and talk about bloody gaming because we bloody love gaming, and the audience can pick that up.
Yep, no, 100%.
If Vin Diesel loves gaming but can't be asked because he's got 3 movies to shoot next week, it'll get found out pretty quick.
Yeah, no, you're right there. You're spot on. Yep, 100%. Hey, have you got a big question? Well, I can get one off the top of my head.
We could ask one about the best controller of all time, but I feel like that's a deep dive.
Was that a deep dive?
I feel like it's a deep dive.
We could do a deep dive, maybe on the history of controllers. But
get the historian on.
Well, considering that it's so topical at the moment, I'd just like to hear from people which is their absolute number one Call of Duty game.
So
big question. Dan, with Call of Duty Vanguard coming,
yes,
and us with our little chat that we had moments ago,
yes,
I would like to ask the big question: what's your favourite Call of Duty and why? And this is, you have to pick one, and all the other ones have to fuck off into the ether. Somebody comes along and goes, "Come here, all of you, black hole, off you go. You're only allowed to have one." Well, I mean, that's nice, right?
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Love that game.
I'm going to be a little controversial.
Ooh.
And I am going to pick Black Ops 2.
Oh, that is good. No, well, fair enough.
Cop that.
So I'm representing Infinity Ward. You're representing Treyarch. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
Because for me, look, don't get me wrong, I played a shit ton of...
Modern Warfare 2.
Shit ton of Modern Warfare 2. Yeah. Shit ton. But I got the most out of this playing Black Ops 2 Zombies mode.
Okay.
I did. I had so much fun playing Zombies mode. For me, that's what kept me coming back week up. For a good 18 months, me and my cousin would get together at his house.
It was Jakey, wasn't it?
No, it was Josh.
Oh, Josh.
But every Monday we'd get together at his house. We spend all day playing Black Ops 2 Zombies, trying to beat the different maps.
Yeah. That's great. And that's great. See, and that probably dictates our answers because I fucking hate zombies and you fucking love zombies. So, there you go.
Love to hear from you.
Do you reckon the CEOs at Infinity Ward is someone like me and the CEO at Treyarch someone like you?
Probably.
We will never have a Call of Duty game with zombies. And the other one's like, yeah, we will always have a game with zombies. Yeah.
Absolutely they are. Or at least I'd like to think that way.
Yes, correct.
Mate, that's it.
All right.
Let's bugger off.
I've got some gaming to do, bro.
You got some gaming to do.
Game
Get onto your Xbox.
Yes.
I'm feeling a little tired, I think, still from my
well, you've had your jab.
Before we go, thank you, Lenovo Legion. Thank you, Quantum. Don't forget, get your hands on those new sachets as well. Nanobytes, thank you so much. And thanks to GeForce, now powered by Pentanet, for sponsoring today's show. Created by Aussie gamers for Aussie gamers. GeForce Now, powered by Pentanet, brings the world's best cloud gaming service down under this October. Play your favourite games in all their ray-traced glory on any of your supported devices. You can check out cloud.gg for more information and to register your interest in beta play coming this September.
Very good.
Daniel. Hey, we're going to go. We're going to leave it to Straight Jacket Jim to take on Nuts and Bolts. That's coming up next. But before we do, it's time for a bit of bonus content!
Bonus!
Here's the latest episode of Nanobytes. Next 5 minutes coming your way. Enjoy. Oh, and as we always say, Dan.
Don't forget to bloody game and watch bonus content. Yeah.
And save.
And save.
And save. Hey guys, it's Pete here from Game On Australia, and I've got something really exciting to show you. These things are called Nanobytes, bits in every byte, and this is a cheeky little Nanobytes update. Now guys, don't forget to do all the social media things, click like, click subscribe, click follow, because we are keeping you updated with Nanobytes every month and all of the cool stuff that is coming your way as season and series 1 continues to roll out. It's quite simple. If you've never seen these things before, I'm going to introduce you to them now. Basically, what I want you to do is I want you to go to your app store and I want you to download Byte World, B-Y-T-E World. This is the world where everything happens and all of these amazing things that you can collect come alive. So you can get these sorts of packs in your local stores now. You've got your 5-pack there. You've got your 10-pack, which, you know, obviously has a few more cool things, and these also have mystery characters inside them as well that you can unlock. There's this, which at a later date I'll show you through, but this is your Nano Arcade, which has got plenty of cool stuff inside it as well. And these are also your one-offs. So you might be looking to just collect the miniatures that they are. You can see a few of them there, and that's where you get these from. And what I really like about these cases is cool storage for one, but also they've got little pins where you can stack and connect each and every one of them as you continue to collect. Now, here's what we're going to do, okay? So we'll keep it nice and simple for today's little app, and what we're going to do is I'm going to actually show you how this works. So I'm going to scan one of these here, and considering one of my favorite things is video games, and we managed to get a SNES controller out of this one here, I'm going to scan the Nanobyte QR code and just see what pops up. All right, here we go. Okay, so common, that's cool. It's inside the Nano Arcade. Now that's one of the things that you'll notice about this stuff when you start to collect it. There are a lot of things that you can collect. Number 1-035, and these also come with great educational content, a lot of really cool fun facts and trivia, as well as the fact that you actually unlock usability and functionality inside the app itself, and you unlock mini games and all sorts of stuff, and you can also play against your mates and other people who have the app. In fact, when I turned the app on today, I got robbed. So there you go. It pays to actually check in quite often. But today's fun fact with this that I've been given is Ralph Baer is considered to be the inventor of the video game console, creating the brown box in 1966. So there you go. Cheeky little fun fact for you about that control. We're going to hit add to collection. And when you get these and you open them up, they come with, you know, a string of what it is that you've got and a heap of the other things that you can collect. And there's all sorts. There's the Bytes Cafe, Byte Mart, Burger Bytes, Nano Arcade, Nano Scoops. There are over 100 different ones, but it also comes with a little sticker and it comes with a code on the back. So I'm just going to plot that code in and see what happens. All right, I just got 746 Byte coins and 10 experience. And, oh, okay, another little did you know. There is a hiding spot in Pac-Man where you can sit still safely for as long as you like. That's really handy because I'm not that great at Pac-Man. So I'm going to hit continue, That's going to add those bike coins. And then it's also going to appear in my Nano Arcade Nanobytes collection. So there you go. Black Nano controller is locked away. You love to see it. There's so many other ones to collect as well, just looking through this. I'm having a lot of fun with this stuff. You will too. If you want to go and check them out, they're in your local stores now. But also, keep an eye out in your app this month because the warehouse and drone delivery system has just been added, as well as a whole heap of new avatars too. That's your Nanobytes update. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, follow, do all of the social media stuff, and we'll catch you next month for more Nanobytes fun.
Game on, legends!
Yes!
You have found us, you are here, you are watching our shit. Sorry. No, look, if for some ungodly reason you do really love it, click subscribe. It means that you get notifications and stuff when we upload more of this gear. So, yeah. I mean, that's really it.
We have a heap of stuff going up all the time, so
Yeah.
make sure you don't want to miss any of it.
I mean, you know,
don't.
it won't put food on the table. We get that. It's not going to earn you money watching our things. It'll earn us money. We're not even monetized yet.
No, we're not. That's how bad it is.
But, I don't know, mate. Just do us a solid, I guess.
Please.
Cheers.
Cheers.